Yo, people, what is going on, fam? How are we doing today? Jeez, man, we got a little bit to talk about, man. Not a lot, not a lot. I will admit, we don't have a lot to talk about, but we do have a little bit to talk about. I hope you guys are doing well. Big up Hyper, big up Quez, big up Boris, big up Leo, big up the feds in the background, spamming their sirens. Because this is what happens whenever I go live. The feds decide, you know what? I just feel like blasting my damn sirens and fucking up this guy's stream. That's what they feel like doing. So you know what it is. I've just decided to own it. This is what we do. This is what life is like. Let me move my mic out the way. Yeah, man. This is what life is like when you live in the hood, fam. Big up everyone. I'm looking like the mad professor right now, but you know what? I don't really give a fuck. I don't really give a fuck. I just came on stream to see what's going on with you guys. Another stream in a row in the books. Big up Luke. I said, why you beefing me? I ain't got beef with no YouTuber. I ain't got beef with no YouTuber unless they're beefing me. In which case, you know what I'm saying? Big up CJ. We have more than usual to talk about. Well, we have a signing. That's something that we can talk about. We have a signing. You live on Bishop's Avenue. I fucking wish. I fucking wish. I ain't seen no Bishop's Avenue in Austin, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never seen one to save our souls, bro. But we do have a little bit to talk about. You looking good. Big yourself up every time. Big up Ronaldo, my broski fam. I hope you're doing well. Word is we signed the Virgil van Dijk regen. I can't lie. I don't know. I'll be real. I have no fucking idea. But this is the player we signed. I'll say Frontale. I could be wrong. But we signed Kawasaki. You know what I'm saying? Kawasaki. He looks tall as shit in this picture. I don't know. Bro, I can't lie. We might have signed the Isagi of defenders. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to call him IQ because IQ has what? He has a green eye and a blue eye. You know what I'm saying? But you streaming rematch today? Not streaming, unfortunately. I will be playing it a bit later, so I will be on later. But not streaming it because I will be streaming Wednesday night. We will be streaming, but I will be playing later, 100%. Because I got work tomorrow and I got work Wednesday, but I'm not working Thursday. So Wednesday night we gonna be on that bitch. Okay. Jokes, but first time I've heard of him. I've never heard of him neither. £5 million. I think he's young, like 20, something like that. Yeah, I don't know who bro is. I can't lie. I have no idea. I have no idea who bro is. In fact, let me make my face cam a little bit bigger. No kizzy. You know, man is rich when his mom texts him when dinner's ready and he has to walk half a mile down the corridor past his cousin's sister's auntie's bedroom to the kitchen. I can't lie. I don't. In England, if we're talking about family in England, if we're talking about my mom's side, bro, it's just me, my mom, and my sister. That's it. The rest of our family lives in other countries, bro. So, you know what I'm saying. Why was I hearing about Blue Lock? The Chets haven't watched. They haven't. No, but we have signed a Japanese centre back, so I'm gonna call him IQ. No cap. If he's as good as IQ, then we cooked. Then we cooked. But I remember when I met you and I was filming my vlog, the cops rolled by in front of the stadium and you said in your hood there's always sirens. You weren't lying. Yep. I'm telling you, every single night, Leo. Every night. And I'm not saying it like crimes happen every night, but there are sirens every night. That's just the area I live in, bro. I'm saying. And the thing is, I have noise compression on my mic. So a lot of the times you won't hear it unless like I say something. Like if I'm in the middle of speaking, you'll hear it. Like sometimes if you just watch my videos, you'll hear like motorbikes, you'll hear sirens. Like if you watch my face cam videos, you'll just hear it randomly. Cause yeah, that's just the area that I live in. You know what I'm saying? And if you stream at a certain time, if you record at a certain time, anywhere past like 6, 7 p.m., you're gonna hear crackheads, you're gonna hear fighting, you're gonna hear sirens. It's just you're gonna hear fireworks, or maybe it's gunshots, we don't know, but most of the time it's fireworks. But you do hear that shit, man. That's just the place where I live at, man. I'm not in danger or nothing unless it's a stray bullet, because I am a civilian. So I'm chilling. But that's the shit that we getting down, fam. No get. No one heard of Bergvall before we signed him. Just saying. I didn't say it was a bad signing. I'm just saying I don't know who bro is. So I'm not going to act like he's the second coming. And I'm not going to act like he's the worst thing in the world. Because even if he flops, it's only 5 mil. So there's nothing really but upside. Like, the way I look at it, he's 5 mil. If he flops, we'll still sell him for a profit. He's young, which doesn't mean anything in my eyes, but in the football's world's eyes, it means something. But it's nothing but upside. We will definitely sell him for more than 5 mil. It's not what we need, but there's nothing really. If we signed him for like 30 million, then I'll be like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But 5 million, it's pretty much just like a nothing signing, isn't it? It just means more because this is our first real signing of the transfer window. And especially after Levy was talking about he wanted to win the Prem and win the champs and all this shit, and then this is the first signing, it just looks bad, fam. It looks bad. But let me get to the rest of the comments, man. My fault for leaving out the comments, guys. Make sure you're hitting the likes and subscribing to the channel if you're new. I see you just commented, Anton, my guy. I hope you're doing well, broski. IQ is a demon. He is. IQ's a fucking demon. I'm gonna call him IQ. I'm gonna give him his opportunity, man. You know I don't like a man who enjoys using this. Oh man. You know what? Hey, you know what's crazy, bro? I'm down 8 kilos, bro. We putting in the work, Hyper. We putting in the work. I hate Neasden more than Haas and stuff. Yeah, Neasden. Jesus Christ, bro. The word on the street is that the world is ending. I can't lie. I heard the US apparently fired some missiles, bro. That's kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, that one's kind of crazy. No cap. Hearing that we're linked with Muniz for the backup striker. Depends if we sell Richarlison or not. If we sell Richarlison, we could bring in the Muniz. I'm not too mad at it. I would kind of want someone better than Solanke though, but I don't know. Muniz is not the worst thing I've heard, but he's not great. You agree? Fairs, Luke, Fairs. Today's worth more than 5 mil just by signing with Tottenham. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because it's 5 million, I'm not mad. He's 50 million, yeah, allow Muniz, isn't it? But 5 million for bro, I'm not mad at it. Like, I'm genuinely okay. I'm fine with this deal. Like, it doesn't actually mean much to me. Because, yeah, at bare minimum, next season we'll sell him, even if we sell him for like 15 million. It's a Ted Bill profit, isn't it? So, he can either be shit and we still sell him for more than 5 mil, or he might actually be something and then we can sell him for a lot more. Why can't we act like you're Brighton and Brentford's? Spurs sign a player we don't know. Typical Spurs go for cheap options. You know what it is, right? You know what it is with Spurs. A lot of the cheap options just don't work out, innit? And it's a shame because a lot of the cheap options also do work out for Spurs. We just tend to focus on the negatives. Like, I thought Dele Alli was like 5 mil. But again, that was over 10 years ago. So we have to think about as well, like the high money we play for youngsters, most of the time they don't work out. It's mostly signings like these that work out for Spurs in their best interest. Like Ali was for like 5 to 10 mil. What's his name? Bergvall was like 10 mil, some shit like that. It's mainly the 30, 40 million pound signings that just never work for Spurs. So we're gonna see, man. Everton want Richie, he's easier to shift. Hey, look, if Everton want him, I'm sure he'll cook back at Everton, so he might as well go back in it. Sirkin or Kyle Walker-Peters. I'd be very happy if we signed Walker-Peters back. Not because I think he's that great, but just like he just improves everything. Like he's homegrown player, or it's because he already used to play for the club. So we already get the homegrown, so he's free registration. Won't cost that much. Can play both fullbacks, even though he's not great. And he'll be free as well. So it's just bolstering the roster, really. There's literally no downside to taking Kyle Walker-Peters back. So yeah, man. Since there's no downside, why not? And the same thing goes for Frontal or Frontale. I really need to find out how to say his last name, but Kawasaki. You know, there's no downside to signing, bro. Only 5 million. I haven't heard much about him, but it's only 5 million. He could be someone that develops into a great player. We've seen Tottenham make signings like this, and it turns out very well. So you know what? He's welcome. Welcome to the squad. As long as I'm sorry, I'm trying to say three things at once. But as long as we're open armed, welcome him. How do you say it? Welcome him to the squad with open arms. That's what I wanted to say. As long as we welcome bro to the squad with open arms, you know what I'm saying, and he has a little bit of experience behind him playing in the Japanese league. You know what? No problem. No problem. We wish him nothing but the best. Hopefully he can cook, man. And even if his career doesn't turn out to be where it needs to be with Tottenham, no problem. You know what I'm saying? Because he's at Spurs, he'll still get opportunities in at other clubs. So this is nothing but a great move for him, nothing but a great move for the club. I have no problems with the signing right here. None. I hear Thomas Frank's objective is to hit 40 points next season. Thoughts? Well, you know what? If he hits 40 points and he wins a trophy, he can still get sacked because 40 points in a trophy, I'm not dealing with that. I didn't like 38 in a trophy, so I'm not dealing with 40 in a trophy. He can get sacked. Well, Saudi and Turkey want Richie too, just saying. But the thing is about Richie, right, is he wants to cement his place in the Brazil squad. And I'm not saying that like there's so many great Brazilian strikers right now, but right now, oh, you're from Japan, hey, big up winner, man. I hope you're doing well, my guy. Um, but yeah, Richarlison wants to still be the number one Brazilian striker. So because of that, he doesn't want to go to like Saudi Arabia or Turkey or one of those spots because that's pretty much retiring from international football at that point. And to be fair, for Brazil, he's actually pretty decent. Like, who's his main competition? It's really just Gabriel Jesus. Imagine if he starts speaking Japanese. I can't do it, man. I don't know Japanese, man. I don't. Unfortunately, not. He's already been part of the Japan national team 4 times already. Oh, fairs. Well, there you go. So he does have experience playing. Obviously, he doesn't have experience at the Premier League level, but it only took like a Bergvall a few months. So hopefully he can work out as well. You know what I'm saying? It's difficult for me to hear English. Well, I'm gonna try my best to not ramble too much so you can understand. I hope. If I say something and you don't fully understand, just let me know and I'll try and say it in a clearer way. Can I send long messages? I don't know if there's a character limit, but you can try. Yeah, sure. Brazil of Cunha, but he's not a striker though. He's a midfielder. He's not a striker. In terms of actual Brazilian strikers, um, just gotta make sure you ain't mumbling. Okay, yeah, fairs. Let me know if I should turn up my audio or something like that as well. But in terms of actual Brazilian strikers that get selected, it's really Richarlison. I guess Endrick now maybe, and then Gabriel Jesus. Maybe João Pedro might start getting call ups and stuff like that. But apart from that, that's really it. Unless they decide to play a Rafinha up top because they have Rodrigo and Vinicius, they might start doing that and experimenting. But yeah, in terms of out and out strikers, there's not many other than Richarlison and João Pedro. The list starts to wear thin. Um, Andrew didn't get called up first. And from Japan, he contained Ronaldo and other players in the ACL the other day. His potential is the best in Asia and is currently attracting the most attention in the country. Oh, wow. There's also a rumor that three centre backs will be in the middle of next year's World Cup. The best evaluation point is mental. He's calm at any time and has and has speed. And then I'll say speed and agility. Which, hey, fair enough. Fair enough. And I almost mumbled there, crazy. As I was saying earlier, there's literally no downside to a signing like this. So I'm perfectly happy with something like this. The long feed to the diagonal will make your eyes pop out. There are many Arsenal fans influenced by Tomiyasu, but if the transfer is successful, Japan will be full of Spurs. Hey, nice. It's 5 o'clock in the morning here, but the country is making a lot of noise at the big news. I'm not good at English, so I'll listen to the live show as much as possible. Well, you look good. You look damn sure. Why is my cat? He's just staring at me. I wish I could just show you guys, but he's just staring. What's going on? All right, I'm gonna just let him stare. But your English looks pretty good to me. Oh, bro, your English looks very good to me, man. While there are rumors that Song will leave the group, his contribution to Asia is great from a management point of view. I'll always support you from Japan. Well, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. And I appreciate that you support Tottenham. It means a lot. It really does. It means a lot. Every time we see fans from other countries, or at least if I see fans from other countries, because I don't go to games myself, but if I see someone from another country supporting Spurs, it just makes me smile because it's like, wow, we really have people from other parts of the world and they support the same thing I support, man. It's amazing. The same thing that my friend will support, my peer will support. We're all brothers and sisters, man. We in our bond to the club. So it's amazing, man. It's amazing. But I appreciate you putting me on and letting me know about Kawasaki, man. It means the world. It really does. Because I didn't know much about, bro. No disrespect, but I just don't watch enough football. I barely watch Premier League games if it's not Tottenham. So I haven't watched him play before, but there's nothing. Everything about this deal is nice. You know what I'm saying? Everything about this deal is nice. So I can't complain. Can't complain in the slightest. Would Visa be an upgrade on Solanke? Probably. Probably, yeah. If Son was successful, Kawasaki could be too. Which is true, and we even signed Bergvall for like 10, 15 mil. I know he was out the Swedish league, so it's not the same. But at the same time, we have a history as at Spurs anyway of signing younger players for very cheap and they turn out to be pretty good. It's happened more often than not, to be fair. What adventures is Mike's on? Do you know? He's in Greece. Pretty sure he's in Greece for a week. So yeah, Mike's was going crazy, uploading or making a bunch of videos to schedule release while he's on holiday. But he'll be back on Tuesday for a stream. We'll be doing a stream on Tuesday next week. So not tomorrow, the Tuesday next week we'll be back. Sixth form FC. Well, there ain't really no downside to the signing, to be fair. I ain't gonna lie. Big up Haz, though. Make sure you guys show love to Haz. That's my guy, fam. But there's nothing really like... Of course, it doesn't show the intent of what Levy was talking about, because he was talking about winning the league and wanting to win the champs. But I genuinely have nothing wrong with this signing. There's no downside for Spurs at all with this signing. There's literally none. If he's the only signing we make as a centre back, then, or at least as a defender, then I'll be like, okay, what's going on here? But there's genuinely zero like downside to making the signing. Big up Akame. Hope you're doing well. Show some love to Akame's Despair, fam. If you guys like gaming content, that's literally Akame's bag, fam. He be posting all types of games, whether it's 2K, Assassin's Creed, Tekken, any of those types of games. So if that interests you, go sub to my man's Akame, man. Would you take Saudi or Levy as your owners? I don't even know, The thing is about Levy is like, I guess Saudi in a sense, but at the same time, like the enemy, not the enemy, like the evil you know is better than the evil you don't know, if that makes sense. So like, I want Levy out, and to be fair, the answer should be Saudi. It's just a question of which Saudi owners would we get and what's their intentions. That's it, really. Thank you. Oh, no problem, Dave. No problem, man. Hope you're doing well, bro. Heard Frank doesn't want to get relegated. Thoughts? I mean, I'd hope not. I'd hope not. If he wants to get relegated, that would kind of scare me a little bit. I'm not going to lie. Just a little bit. It would scare me just a little bit. So I'm glad that he doesn't want to get relegated. I'm glad. Let's see on Twitter what's going on with Tottenham in general. Let's see. This is more of Kawasaki. I don't want to watch it just in case I get copyright claims, so I'll have to watch that on my own. Tell scoring for France under 21s. Okay. It's okay to back Frank and Mr. Big Man. Yep. It's all just about Broski Kawasaki. Only think in years to come we'll look back at Ange as the man who changed Tottenham. The impact he had on the club is honestly unmatched, my gaffer. I wouldn't say changed Tottenham, but he broke the drought, so I guess. Mano Solomon posted this. Some of you need to educate. I'm not doing all that. Just drop me a Tottenham legend Andre Onana is. My two favorite moments supporting this club are owed to him. Yep, Andre Onana is probably the best signing Spurs have ever made in their lives. Honestly. Two of the best things I've ever seen happen for Spurs has been with that Cameroonian fraud in net. So you know what, Andre Onana? Thank you. Thank you so much. Because if it wasn't for Onana, I wouldn't have been able to see the greatest comeback of all time, barring Liverpool. And I wouldn't be able to have seen my team win a cup. So you know what, Onana, thank you so much, gang. How much time do you spend on Twitter each day on average? If I know I'm gonna stream, I don't go on Twitter at all for the most part. But I spend about 5 minutes, 5 minutes a day. If I'm not streaming and I'm not using Twitter for stream, about 5 minutes, maximum 10 minutes a day, I'm on Twitter. I literally just go through Twitter to see my friends tweet what they've tweeted, and I'll probably make a quote tweet or two, and that's it for the day. I don't like to spend too much time on Twitter because I don't like that. I literally just use Twitter right now for just as a way to people can contact me, or just a way I can see what's going on in the community. That's really it. Onana, what a player. Facts. He should be up there with De Gea and Edison. He should be up there with Petr Cech. He should be, because he's helped win trophies a lot. Just because you hadn't heard of Koto Take doesn't mean he can be a good player. I thought his name was Kawasaki, but okay. There's so many players for us over the years you hadn't heard of before we signed them and went on to be brilliant. Modric, Berbatov, Ali, Son. Be positive. Done a bit of research before I can see the kid looks the real deal. Well, to be fair, Winner let us know about it, so you know what? Fair enough. But yeah, to be fair, naming Son is crazy, and naming Modric is kind of crazy. Should have named Bergval. Should have named Bergval. But honestly, yeah, there's no downside for Spurs to make this signing. So you know what? I'm perfectly for it. Half of the reality have rejected us. Yep. Mbuemo has rejected us. Eze hasn't technically, but Watered, yep. Hato, I don't even know. Brentwaite, don't know. Douglas Luiz, probably. As long as we don't get Kudos, I'm chilling. I am chilling as long as we don't get Kudos. Tottenham didn't break the J League transfer record for someone who's going to get sent out on loan. I hope not. If we're signing these types of players, I hope that they start. Eze is interested. Who's Tom Barkley? No. You know what, Tom? The reason why I rate you, Tom Barkley, is because you haven't paid for Elon Musk verification with 22,000 followers. So you know what, Tom? I respect you. I respect you. I respect you, man. Everything's just about everything's literally just about Kawasaki. Fairs. Musk is a fascist. You know what? That's politics. Whatever, man. Politics. I'll say this. Keep an eye on Eze. Something is happening. I damn sure hope so. Apparently, Hato's in talks with Arsenal. You know what? Fair enough. Apparently, he's a fullback in it, so that's something they need. He's a good source, Tom Barkley. You know what? I trust him that much more because he has the respect to not pay for Elon Musk verification. So, fair enough. There's no doubt that Takai has more potential than Tomiyasu. This is the same as the strength, but it takes time to silence the domestics. I do hear that. And there's a lot of things with Spurs. A lot of the times, the players, because Tottenham don't sign highly anticipated players. Like, we don't. I don't remember the last time we made a signing that was truly groundbreaking. Like, oh my God, this guy is coming Spurs. Like, I don't think there's ever been. The closest we got was Lucas Moura. Like, oh, come on, bro. Come on. The rest of them happened, what, in the fucking 20th century? Like, come on, this is the 21st century. I don't want to hear about players signing in the 90s and in the 80s. Like, come on, I wasn't alive. All right, but Tottenham are a team that sign cheaper players that are kind of on the outskirts of being noticed in terms of the world, and their talent's really amplified here. That's what happens. That's what happened with Son, happened with Kane. I mean, Kane was the academy, but same type of shit. Happened with Ericsson, happened with, I guess, Bergval, if you want to count him. Happened with basically all these types of players. Happened with Vertonghen, Alderweireld, happened with Walker. It happened with basically everyone that we've signed that ended up in that Poch team. And then all the good youngsters we have now, if you want to count them youngsters, that's how they got here. So this isn't anything new for Spurs. And I wouldn't even be surprised if bro ends up being a good player. I wouldn't be surprised. I generally wouldn't be surprised. All I'm saying though is if he starts getting more game time than Archie Gray, that's tough. That's tough. I've been saying about Archie Gray, he might be fraudulent. I'll be right. If Thomas Frank likes him more than Archie and he gets more game time, hey, Archie Gray is fraudulent. I don't want to hear no more chat about my man. No cap. Arsenal fans have increased due to the influence of Tomiyasu. Is more effective than Europeans can imagine. It will be the face of Asia. Yeah, literally, just having, and especially if Kawasaki becomes at borderline as good as Tomiyasu, or at least as influential in that regard in Japan, it'll create like a big North London derby kind of thing in Japan in a sense. Like it really could do that because you'll have people who prefer Tomiyasu and prefer Arsenal, and then you have people who prefer Kawasaki who prefer Tottenham. So it'd really create like a North London rivalry kind of thing in Japan potentially, which that's just growing the game as well. So I'm loving that as well. I'm completely loving that. He makes really good cars. Why the fuck would Hato not want to win trophies? Come to us and we'll get you a Prem or a UCL. Liverpool have been spending though. I don't even know. Have you sold any players for any money? More sirens, by the way. Hopefully you man can hear these sirens. Like, jeez, man. Jeez. Mommy asking, does he play as a left-sided or right-sided? Okay, fair. Well, his kid's a better centre-back. His kid's a centre-back, Archie Gray ain't. Which is true. Which is true. But I don't know where Archie Gray's going to play. I don't think any of us know where he's going to play next year. No cap. You know what I'm saying? We sold Kwanzaa for 35. You sold Kwanzaa? Where did Kwanzaa go? Where did Kwanzaa go? I didn't even know you sold him. Damn, fairs. Did not know you sold him. Fair enough. Oh, you sold him to Leverkusen. You know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. So you man sent him you sent Kwanzaa the other way and you took two of their best players. You know what? Fair. I can't be mad at it. I genuinely cannot be mad at it. Fair enough. Fair enough. You man fleeced them, bro. Oh, he gave the here we go yesterday? Ah. Fair enough. See, look, I told you, man, about the IKEA thing. Hey, remember when I was saying we have Kulu and Bergval for IKEA discounts? Hey, look, I'm telling you, the hoodies are coming out, bro. The hoodies are coming out. Let's see. I don't know what the hell that was going on with, but fair enough. Spurs have considered a move later in the window to bring Walker Peters back as a free agent and club trained option. Again, something that I'm not mad about at all. He's got a buyback clause. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Will you do a predictions video on the Premier League table? If I remember, then maybe. I'd do it with someone though. I wouldn't do it on my own. I'd probably do it with Jay. I wouldn't do it on my own because A, I would need help because I'm terrible at predictions. But B, I don't know how I would even do it. You know what I'm saying? I'll say this, if we get Eze and even Simmons this window, we'll have no one complaining. True. But it's Daniel Levy, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Centre back and right wing back. Okay. Supposedly Real Madrid versus City again in the Club World Cup knockouts. Oh gosh. I can't lie, that fixture happens too much. They've actually rinsed it. They've actually rinsed it. I'm generally not excited about Man City versus Madrid no more. Like the first time it happened, we were like, oh shit, okay, okay. And then it happened again, and we were like, oh, fairs, they get back. Then it happened again, and we're just like, oh, bro, come on, fam. Like, genuinely, it's over. It's over. It's done. It's done. All right, Real Madrid have beaten them twice. City's beaten them once. That's a win. That's a second round KO by Real Madrid. Let's leave it alone now. I can't be asked with all that. But yes, hopefully we get Kyle Walker Peters back. I will be happy. So I wouldn't be against this one. You know what I'm saying? This is literally a very good move. Kyle Walker Peters back to Tottenham is a very good move for Spurs. Low wages, free, free transfer, low wages, can play either side. Yes, he's not great, but he's homegrown, so it's free registration into the Champions League. Can rest players, can play in the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup. This is just a very good signing for Spurs. It's a good signing, especially since we keep selling players who are technically homegrown. So we don't have many homegrown players anymore. So yes, we need this. We let, not even selling, but we let Whiteman leave. We let, who else? We let a couple more. We let Reguilon leave. We let couple Leverman leave. Werner left. We basically let players go to where registration is already low. So this is a good one. English is difficult. He can do all left, middle, and right. However, the representative is on the right of a 3 centre back. Okay. Okay. Thing is with Frank though, he likes playing 2 and 3 centre backs because he's apparently a tactical. So if he does play a back 3, then I guess Broski will play on the right side, and then what Danso would play in the middle, and then Van der Ven would play on the left side, centre back. Nah, again, that's fair enough, man. Eze 60 mil in 3 installments. That would be a very good signing as well. If we could pay in 3 installments, 20 each. Yeah, first. Isn't gonna be rented like Itakura. Thomas Frank is free centre back. There's news like that. Japan's busy. Thomas Frank is a manager who plays a lot of different formations. So there's times where he plays with 3 centre backs. There's times where he plays with 2. There are times where he plays with more in the midfield. There are times where he plays 3 attackers. He changes it up a lot. And having a player who can adapt to different systems and different ways of playing is very important. So the way you've described Kawasaki, to be fair, is someone who can do that. So, but I'm not expecting him to come to Tottenham and immediately be that level. Like we have to give him a little bit of time to develop and get used to the league. But yeah, hopefully we can see some of the talents that he has in Japan. We can see it in England as well. I hope so. I hope so. But yeah, there's nothing really bad about the signing at all. Is he right wing back? Walker Peters is naturally a right back or right wing back, yeah, but he can also play on the left. He can also play. And yes, Winner, your English is very good. It is very good. Whiteman, Forster, Reguilon, and Werner. Yeah, those 4 left. Yeah, what up, Twisted? 60 million in Buemo bid officially submitted. Fairs. Hey, you know what? It was only a matter of time before you man signed him, to be fair. Trash can Tommy, credit to Jacob. Yeah, he can have all that credit, fam. I ain't calling him none of that yet. We are able to pay in 3 installments. That's why I said Levy will do Simmons and Eze, or Eze and Semenyo. Yeah, if we're able to, yeah, fair enough, Boris. That's fair enough. If we're able to do the 3 installments, I'm guessing it'd be like 20 to 25 mil per year. Because if we're doing 60 million, there'll probably be add-ons. So, if we end up doing 20 to 25 mil per year, that is very good. That is absolutely amazing. 100%, 100%. Because, yeah, we definitely have the money to go and spend on someone else as well. Richarlison for Munoz. If we could do a swap deal, I'd be cool with that. But they're not going to do a swap. Fulham won't do a swap deal. Richarlison for Munoz. Who would be the next person you slander? I'm actually not sure. I'm not 100% sure. We've done a couple YouTubers. we've done Henri, and we've done Sol Campbell. I don't know who would be next, but I am on the lookout. I am on the lookout. Also, if you guys were in the stream from early and you heard my intro music, I am going to be using that intro music to write a song. Yep, I'm going to be writing music. I'm only ever going to write a song, whether it's a diss track or whether I'm sending out a message. I'm going to be sending out a message. It's not a diss track. But I basically got dared to do it. Can I rap? No, the fuck I can't. But I have people who I'm friends with who have rapped before. Well, Jay, the Hotspur Cave, he currently does music, innit? I don't know if I could play it if I could get copyrighted, but he actually raps and does music. Mike's and Alfie used to rap, but they don't now. But I basically have an agreement with Mike's. If I rap and I put it on the internet, he will then play a song of his. So, because he don't want to play a song of his, I was like, okay, cool. So if I rap, then you gotta let us know you rap as well. And he was like, okay, cool, that's a fair deal. So yeah, I can't rap, but I'm gonna just be the way I deliver streams is the same way I'm gonna rap. Probably, I'm not gonna get on a song with bare energy, start shouting and screaming, start doing the Eminem fucking rap god fucking speed delivery. I'm not gonna be doing that either. I'm probably just gonna be chilling, relaxing, just sitting back like this, just you know what I'm saying, chilling. I'm gonna be chilling, but I will rap though. I promise, I will. Can't wait to hear it. Hey, you definitely when you hear it, you'll wish you waited longer. The whole Arsenal fan base slander. Hey, we're gonna start calling out some names, Twisted. I can't. I need to find someone who I can justify doing it. Because if I just start slandering people out of nowhere, people are gonna be like, "Oh, I'm fishing for something," which is not entirely inaccurate. But I don't want to have that stigma that I'm just gonna insult people for no reason. I need to find a reason. You know what I'm saying? I need to find an actual reason. Sol Campbell this. It could be that, to be fair. It could be that. Teddy Sheringham. Oh, Return of Ivan Toney. Okay. Fairs, fairs, fairs. You gotta throw enemies and Hennessy in there for the GOAT. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. We gonna be doing that. And I'm gonna make a bunch of Boondocks references since it'll be a Boondocks beat. So yeah. My car, Muniz, Embuemo, Semenyo, Edison, Sirkin, and Takai. Well, Takai's already signed. But Edison is just not gonna happen, unfortunately. Muniz, I don't think will happen just because I don't think he's on Spurs' radar. And for the level of player he is, which is not bad, he's worth a bit too much. Like his price is slightly inflated because Fulham are not just gonna go out and buy a striker. So 50 million. If we could somehow throw Richarlison. Appreciate that, Jojo. Fuck it out. Yep, I accidentally pulled my fucking wire out. Sorry about that. But yeah, and Buemo wants to go United. So because he wants to go United, we can't do much about that. Now that they're not getting Gyökeres, they have to basically go all out for Mbuemo. And since Mbuemo would prefer to go to United over Spurs, we can't do much about that. It's just like a, oh, we tried kind of thing. You know, that's all it is. It's just that we tried. That's pretty much it. Semenyo is definitely someone we can get. However, 70 million is too high of a bid. Where I take Strand Larson, no. Um, he has a little bit about him, but he's too inconsistent, and I haven't been too impressed when I've watched Wolves. So no, I wouldn't. It depends on how much, I guess, but was Hazard overrated considering his world class ability? Just throwing a grenade. I actually rate Hazard very highly. I'm taking Hazard over. You know what? I'm just not gonna say it, man. I'm just not gonna say it. But I actually rate Hazard. Okay. Hey, always make sure you're rapping with two P's. Oh yeah, yeah, I got you. Yeah, always two, 100%, 100%. You know what I'm saying? My name's not Diddy, fam. You know what I'm saying? Um, who else we got on that list? The rest of the list, Sirkin we could get, Takai we have got, and Semenyo we can get. It's just I wouldn't get him for 70 million. I think he's more of like a 40 to 50 million player. I think Bournemouth, because they're in the middle of their best players all leaving the club, they're probably trying to fleece as many clubs as they can for whatever they can. So they're valuing Semenyo that high. Personally, I'm not doing all that. Nope. Duran loan. If Duran wants to come to Spurs on loan, no problem. Just tell him that he ain't gonna get paid what he's getting paid at Saudi. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. But I think he went to Saudi just for the money, which is fair enough. I don't blame him. It's not like that big of a deal. But if he's gone for the money, he wouldn't come on loan back to the Premier League at Spurs. I don't know, especially considering that Al Nassr let go of Talisca to go and get Duran. And Talisca was one of their best players just in general. And now Talisca went to Fenerbahce and he's cooking at Fenerbahce now. But it's unfortunate for Al Nassr because now Ronaldo's leaving as well. So they literally could have, like, if they just waited to the summer, they could have got Duran and then he would have replaced Ronaldo and then they wouldn't have had to let go of Talisca. Then they'd have Talisca and John Duran. And it's like, bro. Yeah. You know, it's just, eh. Yeah, the Argentinian fraud Simeone is now out of the Club World Cup. You're right, you ain't getting Roma. He's out, is he? Ronaldo ain't leaving? I thought it was already confirmed that he's leaving Al Nassr. Wait, in fact, let me look at the Club World Cup because I haven't looked at it once. I haven't looked at it once. PSG's won a game. Man City just won 6-0. Atletico, they just won a game. Well, even if they won, they're not qualifying. Look at the tables. Where's Atletico Madrid? They're third. Damn, that's tough. That's tough because it's only 3 games, isn't it? Yeah, that's insane. Botafogo and PSG have gone through. That's tough. That is absolutely tough. Inter Miami is playing. They just have to not lose and they'll be fine. Bayern have gone through. And Benfica will go through. Flamengo, Chelsea, and Tunis. Jesus Christ. Inter, River Plate, they're gonna go through. Dortmund, Jesus Christ, Dortmund. City and Juventus are going through. And then Real Madrid and Salzburg look like they're going through. Fairs. Fair enough. Now you staying? Okay, fairs. What up, Extar? How you doing, my broski? PSG are cooking. Yes, except for against Botafogo. That was tough. Apart from that, though, they are cooking. Respect Seattle Sounders. No, I respect them. Don't worry. They're all better players than I'll ever be in my life. It's just they got a minus 16 goal difference. It's like, oh, shit. Minus 16, bro. You know what I'm saying? Oh, no, that's Auckland. That's Auckland. Matha, where's Seattle? Oh, no, they only have a -5. Okay. They have a -5. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Hey, Auckland though, I can't lie. They've scored 0, conceded 16. That's tough. That's absolutely tough. Jeez, man. Big up Melon fam, my guy. Hope you're doing well. Um, I get timed out for sending a link of. Wait, really? Who done timed you out? Wait, what? Okay, that's insane. Boris, are you in the Discord? Because if so, you can send it in the Discord, and I can just pull it up. PSG don't have their full. Oh, would you? I don't think you would have. No. And yeah, in the Discord. All right, try and send it in the, or do I might have links turned off. To be fair. Shit. Alright, just let me know what website I need to go on, Boris, and I'll just pull it up. Sorry about that, man. Yeah, please you don't have the full squad, which is fine. Yeah, which is fair enough. It's good for the memes, innit? The man slapped up everyone in Europe and then lost to Botafogo. Like, it's tough. I could just imagine, right? All the top coaches in Europe just watching that game on repeat. Like, what did Botafogo do? What did they do? You know, I just he said, "Will, ah, yeah. How was your day? How was your date, Melon fam? How was your date? Um, comparing Takai with Spurs current. Okay, cool. Got you. Copy. Let me go and paste that. Okay, you know what? Let me paste that in Google because I don't know why I just don't go to Google every time. Go. What's the name of the website, bro? Just so I make sure. I need PSG to get to the final. Yeah, true say. Yeah, we need a tied PSG. You're right, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. Why are you lying for, man? Oh, it's on Twitter. Okay, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Let's just paste it here. Here it is. Here it is. Well, this is what comparing him to J1 League centre backs. But Fez. Fez. That's 93rd percentile. It's crazy. Latest. Here it is. Thank you so much, Boris. All right. There we go. There we go. Nah, Melon's a top tier Gallus, bro. I know you might have heard his Dave especially. I know you've heard his light skinned Riz voice, bro. He's a top tier Gallist. Look at the badge of the club we're playing against tomorrow. It's kind of dumb. Hey, nah, you're violated. You're violated. Tackles one versus interceptions one. Um, so Romero, Takai, Danso, Vuskovic, Van der Ven, and Phillips. Fair enough. Fair enough. So really, he's like as good as Romero at Danso in terms of defending, in terms of tackles and interceptions, basically. One thing I need to see is why Van der Ven's is so low. I'd have to see because it's not even like one a game. So it'd be interesting to see how if that's because of injuries or if that's because of the way Tottenham play. Because Van der Ven, like, how does it count? Because if Van der Ven just bullies someone off the ball, does that count as a tackle? Well, that's the way I'd probably look at it. He just used for tracking back. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. One thing I'll say though is that this graph shows to me that Takai is more of a one-on-one kind of defender compared to interceptions. Since he wins more tackles than he does interceptions, means that he must be an aggressive kind of centre back. I think players like Danso and Vuskovic and Phillips are probably a bit more passive in terms of lunging in. Seems like Takai, because Romero, we know Romero's an aggressive MFer who will he'll just run in and do shit. And it makes sense that his tackles is higher than his interceptions because he just be running in like a headless chicken. So it'll be interesting to see if Takai resembles Romero, considering his passing ability as well. What his passing ability is said to be, he could really just end up being the potential replacement for Romero in that sense, which is fair enough. Which is fair enough. Yeah, true that your house got raided in Dagenham the other week. Nah, Dave has got all these allegations, you know. This is tough. We shall see what happens during preseason, considering we're playing against Luton. Yeah, we're playing Luton 26th July first. Yeah, we have got like 3 or 4 preseason games before PSG, so it is that as well, which is fair enough. Which is honestly fair enough. That's what I'm really waiting for. I just want to see how Frank coaches. I don't even know if I'd stream those games. You know what? I might wait and see. If a bunch of people are streaming, then I won't stream. If I don't see anyone really streaming preseason games, I will be live. No kizzy. I will be live. But it'd be just to see what they're looking like. But I do want to see what Frank's got in store, man. I do want to see what it's like. Let me see. It says I'm 30 seconds into a 10-minute YouTube video. He's the best defender I've ever seen. I'm guessing he's just trolling though. Not many people stream due to being preseason. If no one's really streaming it, I will be there live. Agree, ain't even seen that. Hey, yo, what the fuck? Why is the man just in the shower, bro? What's going on? You see, this is why I spend like 5 minutes on Twitter when I'm not live, because this shit is disgraceful. Disgraceful. Means his football IQ is not developed yet for reading and anticipating the play. You know what I'm saying? If his stats are looking similar to Romero in that kind of way, it could mean that too. But it'll be interesting. I will be very interested to see how he plays. No Highland with 9 men against us, but your team will probably find a way to mess up again. You know what is, yeah? You know what it is? Tottenham are just... They can either just be the most annoying team or just a bitch. God forbid man has a shout. What? Damn. But like Tottenham can really be like a pain in the behind, or they can just be the biggest bitch. That's pretty much how it's always been. Like Man City fans will tell you this. Like Tottenham have just been the biggest pain in their side for years, for 2019, so 6 years. But then to a Chelsea and like to an Arsenal, we've just been a bitch. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty much just how it's always been. Right, even Man United at this point. United ain't beating us since they had Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah, speak. As someone who's looked at Frank, he'll make us a pain in the ass against any other team, just like we were under Poch. Well, you know what? That is something I can hope for, man. As long as people are like annoyed to play Tottenham, I'm living life. I don't want anyone coming to Tottenham and being happy that they're playing Spurs. That shit annoys me. Like, it really does. It really annoys me when I'm seeing people are happy because they're playing Spurs. That is insane. That shit actually annoys the flippity flip out of me seeing that. I can't lie, Dave, though. This comment is like, what do you mean? God forbid man has a shower, bro. Where did that come from? Where did that come from? That's all I want to know, bro. Where did that come from? I said, God forbid man has a shower. And it's all about Melon and his antics. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, what? Where? Why and where? He's 6'4". Oh yeah, no wonder he looked tall. I did say he looked tall. Bro is 6'4". Fair enough. Bro is 6'4". Oh my goodness. Did not realize he was that tall. Fair enough. Us playing United is like that meme of the guy being up Bart Simpson and the kid saying stuff he's already dead. Yeah, for the last 3 years, basically. Big up Jay Simpson, my guy. Hope you're doing well, Jay. Hope everything was good with Mumsy yesterday. Yeah, nah, she was all good because they're in St. Lucia right now. So my mum and my sister, they're on holiday. So they called and they left a message saying, yo, you need to pick up the phone. Like, so I picked them up, picked it up, had the quick little talk. Everything was all good in it. But yeah, they made it seem a lot more like in not life and death, but they made it seem way more drastic than it actually was. You know what I'm saying? But it's ambiguous. You can have your own interpretation of that comment. You know what? Fair enough. I can't be mad at it. Fair enough. But yeah, we seeing all these, man. I guess Spurs will have 7 capable centre backs in one squad. Cross Romero out of that. Cross Dragoshin because he's still injured. That's 5. I don't know about Ashley Phillips. So yeah, I mean that's like 4 really. Fairs. Big up Kota though. Big up Kota Takai. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he could be cold. I hope so. I fucking hope so. Cause at this point, I don't know, fam. Seems United might not be able to get him, but United ain't wanting to go above £60 million. as Brentford are holding out for 62.5 minimum fares. I mean, United haven't really sold no one, so they don't have a crazy amount of money. So they're probably just moving like that in terms of um stinginess, just because they don't have the money like that. No cap. They don't have crazy money, so it is what it is. They've already signed Cunha. They didn't get the Bruno deal done. They haven't got any club for Garnacho. Um, they can't sell Maguire, can't sell Luke Shaw. Onana's pretty much unsellable as well. Hoyland's pretty much unsellable. It's peak. And they signed these man for big money too. If Brentford ain't budging from what I see us swooping in for him. I don't know. I guess we're gonna have to see in it. I still think he's going United, but if he does come Spurs, then he comes Spurs. Al Nassr looking into Casemiro. Fair enough. I don't know how much you get for him at this stage, but fair enough. You might need to sell as many players as you can. So yeah, whoever's gonna sign anyone, you might as well get as much as you can for it. No cap. Everything I see is about this brother, fam. You know what, Fairs? Even when I was just searching Tottenham, that was all that would come up, bro. Dante signed a contract. Cool. Now we need to do our best to become serial winners. Cool. I don't see that happening as they're wanting to come off the super old age, high wage guys, which is fair enough. But I guess we'll see in it. We'll never know until we hear anything concrete about it. So you know what, Fairs? That's all I can say about it. Just fair enough, innit? Alright, I guess the Tottenham account itself isn't really saying shit, so let us just I mean Saudi, no? Yeah, I know you mean Saudi. I know you mean Saudi. Because they were signing younger players. I mean, they signed Duran, signed Gabby Vega, you know what I'm saying, signed Diaby, signed all these man, innit? Uh they believe they can get Eze, discussed over Dave Hinter. Hey, look, you know what, Dave? I have a lot of respect for you, Dave, because you have 28,000 followers on Twitter with no Elon Musk verification. You know what? Well done. Dave, I've got maximum respect for you, broski. Maximum respect for you. Yeah, Kane ain't been in for 2 years. Yeah, fairs. That's another Dave Hinter. About Takai. Onana, more Takai. Who's this? Invert the wing. Okay. Um, yeah, we've seen that. Eze, more Dave Hinter. Don't care about politics. Arsenal slander. Spurs fans, bear racist, not even. What? Where did this come from? Okay. Okay. I guess we're just, yeah. Sol Campbell would love that, you know what I'm saying? I said cheers, lad, appreciate it. I don't even know what I did. But first. Boris, quit hoping and Buemo is basically United. He already wants United. If Brentford keeps stalling, he'll probably force to move it first. Also, Saudi want to come away from the olders. Also, nonsense. They would have kept pushing on for Bruno. Bruno's not old though. He's like what, like 31. Like, sure, it's oldish, but it's not like crazily old. And besides, the weird stigma around Bruno carrying United is probably enough to get him there, innit? I just heard Dave and got a bit giddy. Um, you know what? Fair enough, fam. Fair enough, bro. I hear it, man. I hear it. Sometimes when I say Dave, I get giddy as well. So you know what? We in the same boat, gang. You just have a very good name. Um. Okay. Can't watch that because of what's it called? Copyright. Xavi Simmons and Eze. Yes, Boris was talking about that, to be fair. This is a very good kit. I'm going to have to not spend money on the real kit. I'm going to have to get a bootleg off of Wish or Temu. You know what I'm saying? Casemiro ain't that old either, if you want to say that, though. How old is Casemiro? Maybe I just think he's old, to be fair. Maybe I think he's older than he. To be fair, he plays like he's 40, fam. So maybe I just think he's older than he actually is. 3 years ago, complete difference, and Bruno's still able to compete at super high levels. Casemiro looks like he's on his last legs. Oh, he's 33. Okay, 33. I mean, yeah, I guess that's like two more years of like semi decent elite-ish level. Hey, why is there a dog at the wheel, fam? Yawning, a yawning dog at the wheel. Okay, bro. Supercomputer predicts the 25-26 Premier League table. It's got Liverpool with 76 points winning the Prem. All right, let's wrap up this. I don't even think I want to keep on looking at that one. Casemiro looks like he's on his last legs in the Prem, where he's got pace and power. In Europa, Casemiro is one of the best players. I hear that. If you get the kit off Temu, think about the poor factory workers in Asia that get paid 20 pence per day. To be fair though, if I buy it from the actual Tottenham store, I still have to think about the Asian workers that make 20 pence a day. I have to think about them whatever clothes I buy. Unless I buy fucking designer shit that was made in Italy, I have to think about them regardless. So I'd rather think about them on not giving Daniel Levy money. Let's be honest, that would be the most Spursy thing ever to happen. Lose to Burnley and win. You know what? If we win the Super Cup, yeah, I don't mind losing to Burnley. I don't mind. I'm lying. I'm actually. The thing is, I couldn't even let myself get away with that lie. I'd be so pissed if we lose to Burnley at home. I'd be so pissed. I'm like, bro, we got rid of Ange for losing to these men at home, and we got Frank and we're losing to these men at home. Disgraceful. Disgraceful. Told me we want to win Prem and Champs, but there's nothing wrong with Walker Peters though. That's what I'm saying. People like this just want views, man. Nothing wrong with the signing. I wonder how Forest season's gonna pan out. Them man are gonna be mid, and if they're not mid, I will be preying on their downfall, just like I did this season, and it worked out for me. The stuff in Italy is still made in China. Yeah, fairs. Burnley are kryptonite. Well, I hope that we are Batman and not Superman, because then kryptonite don't matter. You know what I'm saying? We can use that kryptonite on Arsenal, I hope. I hope. Fucking hell, man, them are really just out here beefing. Scenes when Strasbourg knocked them out of conference. We will be there, fam. Steve will be there. Hey, I might join a live stream with Steve just so we can just start laughing at Forest, man. I'll be there. When is Steve gonna start streaming again, man? You know what? I'm gonna look this up, bro. When was the last time Steve went live, bro? Bro, I need Steve to go live, fam. It was 2 months ago. God damn, Steve. God damn. We literally had a show. Look at us, bro. We had started a show and we never did it, man, because we couldn't do it anymore. We did a one-time show, man. The entertaining football merchants. Like, look at me and Steve, man. Look at me and Steve. Big Steve-O. Steve-O.
Elijah.
Look at me, fam. You know what I'm saying? My suit and tie. I just got back from work as well. No, I'd gotten back from work. Then I think this was a Europa League night. So it was Europa League. We watched the Europa League game. And then we went live with Steve. I don't remember what game
First
it was.
First in the build. We've been not brainwashing. Fucking hell, brainstorming.
Wait, Daniel Levy now, yeah. We're brainwashing.
Yeah, we've done a Levy and
Daniel Levy's digs.
We've been talking about this for the past like 2 weeks.
Which we were. We talked about this for a while, and then we was shit. You know what I'm saying? We was just shit. Steve been busy on playback with Club World Cup on sarcasm fairs. Yeah, Steve been doing this thing though. We need him to come back to streaming. I need to help Steve see how he's doing actually. Um, Elijah representing his project to Steve. I can't lie, man. You would think I have big things going on in life. I'm still trying to finish college, man. We still got 2 more weeks of college left. Eze is ultra keen to become a lily white. You know what? I hope you're right, fam, because we might as well sign him if we can. For the first time since his move to Bayern from Tottenham, Harry Kane is not the current top striker in the ratings in the Bundesliga. Who gives a shit? Tottenham saying looks different, yeah, Fez. Dembele. I've been seeing something go around where people are starting to say Dembele was overrated. I'm like, you know, whatever, man. College or uni? It's technically college, it's not uni. But I'm in my last year for now, though. I'll be able to. I'm doing my level 3, but there is a level 4 at uni. That's level 4 and level 5. So I could either go into the field, or at least try to, because I ain't really got no proper connects like that. But I could try and go into the field with a level 3, or I could apply for a uni spot level 4 and 5 and then 6. So I can get to a level 6 and then I'm basically guaranteed something mad when I come back out. But I don't know what to do yet. It depends on what I feel like doing. Eze is the most Spurs player to not be at Spurs, to be honest. I hear that. I hear that. This time next year we'll be champion. How much did you spend in here? Zero. I said the fans will be on board with this though. What is wrong with this signing? What is wrong with that signing? Someone said Tottenham have higher standards than Arsenal. Of course, Prime would tweet some shit like that. Yep, Lennon. What else we got here? Europa League. Nah, I can't play. I'll get copyrighted. Oh man, I hate clips, man. Everything will get copyrighted, man. This is so jarring. Everything in fucking existence will get copyrighted. Wait, watch out. Eze will get racially abused by Spurs fans, according to Sol Campbell and Arsenal fans, because we hate people of black skin color. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying. The black players in the team right now get racially abused. You know what I'm saying. In fact, there's actually been more racial abuse from actual Tottenham players, Benson Core, than there has been by the fans, which I find that funny. I find that funny. But yeah, man, because we hate black players over here. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm black, but we hate black players. Of course we do, man. Of course, because you know, Dele Alli, we just hate him. You know what I'm saying? Ledley King, who has a mural, like we just hate him for real because he a bitch. No cap, no cap. I don't even think the Spurs fans hate Adebayor like that, and he was playing for Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? We don't hate him. I just find it funny. Jed Spence, you know what I'm saying? Like we fuck with Jed. I think maybe players don't fuck with Jed. I mean Musa Dembele, like we just don't fuck with him. He just shit for real. Danny Rose, like we don't fuck with him neither. Like it's crazy. Yeah, man. It's. Do you hate Danny Rose? Yeah, Danny Rose. Yeah, we just hate him. We just hate him. You know what we hate? We hate Kabul. You know what I'm saying? Younes Kabul, the French centre back. We just hate him because he's black. You know what I'm saying? Like of course, of course. You know what I'm saying? The fan base just hates Musa Sissoko. Like, why? Yeah, of course he's black. He's black. Like, why wouldn't they hate him for real? Why wouldn't he? Just deserves getting hated because Tottenham fans just hate black players. You know what I'm saying? It's of course, man. Of course. What about Gareth Bale? No, Bale was the one doing the racist activities because he's white. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because that's just how life works. It's just how life works, apparently. According to Soul, you know what I'm saying? It's a color thing. So he was the one dishing it out for real, for real. It's tough, man. It's tough, man. It can never be my vice captain. I hear it, man. Oh, man. I said he's Welsh. That's why I hate him as an Englishman. Got to hate the local Welsh. Oh, shit, man. All right, more Eze. We just spoke about that. I just realized we call ourselves Spurs because of Tottenham Hotspur. Oh, you're a fucking idiot. Expressions might get copyrighted. Damn. I'm sure if Eze signs, we'd be racist to him too, innit? As an Irishman, so we just got some UK beef. I say UK. Ireland's not part of the UK, but we have some local beef going on. You know what I'm saying? It's time to retake the Irish lands. Fuck's sake, man. Fuck's sake. Let's see. What else we got? I think we've gone over everything Twitter has to offer, to be fair. I think we have. Have a ponder on the out of context Carefree Lewis account on the side. Yeah, sure, why not?
Mason Mount, have some shame, bro.
Plays with
Have some fucking
a fucking cement booted lamppost. What the fuck, bruv? Where are you going with it?
Have some
Put
fucking
Harry
shame,
Kane in
bro.
our team, bruv.
Have
and
some
he will
fucking
ball
shame.
out, son.
We played 22 teams and he scored against 5 of them, bro. Have some shame,
I'd
bro.
love
You
to
know-
meet
you know the
one day,
crazy
son.
part is-
I really would. You know that. I'd love to meet you one day, bruv.
He ain't gonna do shit.
I
you
fucking
pussy-ass
love
man.
what you do, you bald cunt. I would fucking love you if you meet me.
Oh,
Any
whoa,
day.
whoa, Kai, listen, you can give it wherever you are in the world, son.
Bro,
but when
unlike
you're at Stamford Bridge,
unlike you,
you come
unlike
to the
you.
bridge, son. You
Let's do it.
come, bruv.
I used to watch fucking Drogba and you're bigging
What
up
does
Mason
Mount
Mount. Have some
play?
shame,
Mount
bro.
plays with a
Eesh. Well, that was something. Fucking hell. That was something. Fairs. You know what? Fairs, bruv. Question according to Sol Campbell, then we'd hate 50% of Aaron Lennon as he makes. Yeah, 50% of Lennon, 50% of Townsend, 50% of Ali, 50% of Dembele. You know what I'm saying? All of these man, bro. Of course. 50% of Solanke, 50% of Brennan Johnson. You know what I'm saying? What? Because why not, innit? Because why not? It's tough. It's tough. Troops fell asleep watching Chelsea. Yeah, look at
Dead, fam. I ain't ever.
Look at Troops, bro.
Team putting me to sleep, blood.
Sleep watching the gargantuan and superior blues, bruv. What is this?
You're a dead team, bruv.
You missed the fucking hoop sesh. Robert Sanchez, man at the match. You see this once in the blue moon and you missed it.
Dead, fam. I ain't ever watching your team again, bro. I swear to God.
Yeah, yo, Troops was knocked the fuck
Yeah, man,
out.
still.
Yo,
Come on, bro. You know
You
what
can
it
see
is.
by his
Yeah,
eyes.
we're gonna
You know?
link up.
that game was not shit. That was a good game.
Love,
Fuck
bro.
out of here.
Yeah, Arsenal's not that much exciting.
Yo, Lewis, he's a waffler. He was falling asleep half of the season watching Arsenal, bro.
Yeah, well, you expect.
Yeah,
Call
look
him
at
and
him,
say,
bro. Look at bro, fam. Look at bro, fam. He's actually conked out, bro. Hey, the eyes are closed, bro. It's not even. You know how like sometimes you'll be fighting it, so your eyes will be slightly open and that. Bro, his eyes are not even slightly open, bro. They're just fully closed, fam. He was actually just snoozing. That's some cartoon ass sleep, bro. And cartoon sleep. Poch had Lewis trying to scrap people, Fairs. The way Lewis stays serious is hilarious. He's always saying up the Chelsea. Yeah, Lewis is just, he's always, I barely see him crack a smile, fam. You know them ones. Isn't Joey the Stone of Chelsea Football Club? I actually don't know. I don't know. I don't watch Chelsea really. I don't watch any like other fan base YouTube really that much. The only time I really watch other clubs is I'll watch Arsenal if they lose a game because I'll see the meltdowns. You know what I'm saying? But apart from that, okay, those were 2023. Don't care too much. Okay, is there anything else we need to being saved? I don't care. Oh, man said the Rooney brother that we covered is going to Barca. Fairs. Okay. These man are actually trying to prop up Garnacho. All right, man. Jesus Christ, bro. Why is it just a foot drive by, fam? Like, what's going on, bro? Okay. All right. Fairs. Really never wants to be on the football pitch ever again after picking Barca. You know what I'm saying? It's just the idea of going Barca, that's it. That's PIS is always at the crime scene, unfortunately. You know what? Fair enough. At this point, Fairs, I can't even be mad at it. Can't even be mad at it, fam. Alright. Let me check if this shitty YouTuber's live, bruv. Is this shitty YouTuber live? Because, of course, we just happen to be friends with shit YouTubers, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he's live. I don't even know, bro. It looks like it. It looks like it. Let me learn about this shit YouTuber. Alright. Mandem. I'm gonna send you lot to Jacob, alright? I'm gonna send you lot to that shitty YouTuber Jacob, bruv. You know them ones. Big up everyone in the damn stream, fam. Big up everyone in the damn stream every time. Just type in a little E-raid for me. Just type in an E-raid at Jacob. You know what I'm saying? Let him know that we over here. Stop being a horrible bastard. Now, Jacob's cold, innit? But type in a little E-raid. Just show Jacob some love. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow for another stream. Take care. Peace. Be live at J at midnight.